1, 2, 3 into the boat. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door, ready to make an entrance, so back on up.
Before I have to pull the strap off the cut,
Give me the microphone first so I can bust like a bubble. Compton and Long Beach together, now you know you in trouble, cause ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. Two blowed up G, so we crazy. Death Row is the label that pays, man. Unfadable, so please don't try to fake this. But back to the lecture at hand. Perfection is perfected, so I'ma let them understand from a young G's perspective. And before me dig out a trick, I have to find a contraceptive. You never know, she could be earning her man and learning her man, and at the same time burning her man. Now when she burning, I'ma chill for a minute, cause ain't no loving good enough to get burned while I'm offended. And that's realer than real deal, holy feel. And now you hookers and hoes know how I feel. Well, if it's good enough to get broke off a proper chunk, I take a small piece of some of that.
Oh, yeah, race fans. Excuse me while I make the entrance here, as we got FRB coming to you live from the 805. I'm Chris Paul Hamus, and, of course, welcome to the show. We got door-to-door sim racing, and they're bringing it hot here at Michigan with their Mars Properties Cup Series, and we're talking super hot. Michigan, we're going to go again here, everyone. Yep, a little NASCAR bonus, and we're going to send it nicely. And, of course, when it comes to Michigan, how can you not? This is one of the most, I would say, edge of your seat, grip of the wheel, just you never know what's going to happen style of track, and at some of the top speeds. We're talking the fastest speeds these cars will travel, because we're taking those restrictors out of these things. We're going to let them eat and let them take off this evening and see what we got. But, man, thank you all for joining in. Of course, all this brought to you by Mars Properties, and, of course, Starling, thank you so much for the picture above, bringing it to you faster than I sent the internet. But anyways, we're going beyond that. Let's go ahead and get to the race here, and let's go trackside for Michigan and see what these drivers are up against, and of course where we're at. Did it again. I always leave that up for some reason. I'm just so cute for it. All right, so we have yep, there we go. Michigan 12626 US Highway 12, Cambridge Township, of course, Michigan. 2-mile D-shaped oval. This thing is going to be quick. It's like the never-ending centers here. We're talking, it's just the longest arcs of your history here in racing. For us surfers, it's the longest bottom turn. But this is what it is. It's about finding those arcs and getting that car to perfectly hold this momentum. And momentum is going to be very crucial here, especially with these degrees of turns here. 1 and 2, 14 degrees, 3 and 4, 14 degrees. You're looking at a 12-degree out of 4 right there for that whole D. That's like the whole thing just continues forever all the way in to turn 1 right there. And then you got a little, you got a good shoot and scoot down the back stretch at the 5 degrees. So watch that entrance out of 2. These cars lately I've been seeing that they're getting super happy in turns 4 right there, center and 4 off. So, man, be real careful there for them drivers, man. They're walking on eggshells and playing on that ice. So let's look over for how long these drivers are going to be doing this. So we got only 135 laps ahead of us this evening. So nothing, crazy. Got a quick, again, shoot and scoot there for stage 1. 30 laps. Stage 2, you're looking at lap 65. So evenly matched there on their runs. And then the last stage, this is where they're going to earn their keep here. It's going to be a 70-lap run, so we'll give them a chance to do a full fuel stop if that is the strategy for the end of the race, which only time will tell. Respects, setup here. Pit window on this one. Right now that pit window is shut on our end, but I'm gonna imagine here 2-mile long track, you're looking at around a 50 mile or 50 lap ish. So we will update that, at least try to, as we get back into this thing. No backup car, so keep this thing out the fence for the love of your crew and your finishing order here, definitely. And it's gonna be hard. I think it's gonna be not really drivers running over each other tonight. I think it's gonna be more just holding on to that car. It's gonna be on that edge. And at the edge, the drivers don't like in this car. And let's see who's liking the car thus far, as we have, again, just practice in tow at the moment. And let's find out our driver's points here. Oh, there we are. Trevor Baxter still leading there. Pacey Wignet, he's holding strong in that second position. Ty Robinson up 2 spots, third spot right there. Danny Carpenter down 1, still holding in that top 5. Alan Duggar, which I think he is out, but again, he'll cycle out eventually. Will Hewitt, he's then these guys, Daniel Best, doing what they need to do, hold in that top 10 right now. You see the comers and goers here in the red and the green. See that big bright line of red right there. That's what these drivers below that are racing to. And you're going to see some drivers on the right-hand column. Then Dawson Kep, he's still in this thing. Bradley Kempster. All those guys have a chance to make it into that bottom group down there. And then it's going to be a serious fight the last 2 races of before the playoffs, of course, to really finalize that. And it'll be tight. It'll be tight. It's going to be a good battle right there. And, of course, team points here. We're going to be looking at Viper still leading the way. Nothing has changed there in this matter. Again, but we are looking to see who's going to be. So look at BSR. BSR, we only have, I think, 1 driver that's in that thing. So he's got to hold in the ground there for everybody right now on his own. Down in Mad Dog Racing, I think you have 3 drivers there that I've seen consistent. So, again, it's about the number of drivers on who's where. The Natty Boys, I believe they got a strong crew over there. So I think that they're going to have something to offer when it comes to moving up the standings. And same thing with MLB Racing. I think they got something because they got some guys. They're starting to find their groove, and they're starting to make their way up. And so at the end of this thing, it could be anyone's game. All right, then, of course, the past race. So, oh, no, that's Charlotte. Oh, you know what? I think I missed that. All right, we'll stand by on that one. Let's bring us back to the race and see how long we have left. So I can bring up some drivers here. Let's check our tower. This is what I'm supposed to bring my tower up for now. Then I'm supposed to check it real quick. Okay, 2 minutes left. And then we drop that away. Again, my bad. I keep forgetting that stupid thing. It looks dumb when I pop this thing up, right? But anyways, let's see if I can find myself a driver for just a couple minutes, talk to them, and find out what they think about tonight's race here. And I want to say Bradley looks great. He's all by himself down there, in Salem for a minute. So let's get Bradley over here. Once I find him and try to get him over here. Oh, I can't. All right, so now let me drag him down. Maybe Collins will go for a holler. Hey, Josh Collins, you got Chris Paul Hamus here in the booth. Am I catching you at a bad time?
No.
All right, Mr. Josh Collins, just want to rack your brain for a minute. Let me put you up on the screen here since we do have you up and check our stuff. And there you are. All right, my man. So, how are you feeling out here at Michigan tonight? Is it what I'm expecting it to be? Glass and like super slick, being on that edge. How's it looking from your car?
Yeah, it is. So far, it's been pretty slick. I have unfortunately not had a whole lot of time to get on the track this week. But yeah, my teammates are telling me to be ready for the looseness. So my game plan. Yeah, my game plan today is to just kind of keep the car ahead of me. It's been kind of a rough season for me so far. This is my first season ever doing open setup, so it's a really big learning curve for me. So it's exciting and it's fun. But sometimes, it's easier just to play it a little safe. So that's kind of my game plan for tonight, is just to kind of stay in the draft, not lose it, and just keep the car pointing straight.
Well, that's insane, because tonight's going to be all about is the juice worth the squeeze in a lot of these movements here. I mean, it's going to be this is the track to throw it in there. Go for it, right? I mean, you can get the 2 and 3 first here. All right, 3 wide is nothing. 4 wide, now we're having fun,
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. But
at the same time, I understand with your open setups in that matter. One thing I've always been kind of when you're new to open setups, small adjustments, tire pressure, and then change your line.
Yep, absolutely.
Go with that.
Absolutely. In the last few weeks have been really, I've been improving ever since Martinsville. Things have been slowly getting a little bit better for us. So, I'm excited, to get in here and see what I can do. You know, I try to run as many of the races as I can throughout the week and learn as much as I can. But this field's really fast every week. They're really fast. So, you know, you got to be A+ every week, every lap. So,
you got to stay up on top of that, Will, and it's great too because you're learning a lot. It's gonna better your racecraft and of course your strategies, your race strategies when it comes to everywhere else that you go. But it does look like you're in queue right now, and we didn't need to roll to our national anthem, so don't want to take up too much more of your time. Get yourself a good queuing spot this evening, and kind of stick right there on the back side of it, but right there to tail end of it.
Absolutely.
Well, best of luck to you tonight, my man. Can you rotate yourself over to your team if that's possible?
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate you. All right, and that was Josh Collins there in the number 27. Let's see what he has for us this evening. And again, he's going to try to play it safe, like you said. Play it safe and see what you got. But it looks like we are getting ready to launch us over into tonight's green flag. So we're going to wrong one. Ha! There it is. And again, so thank you everyone for tuning in for tonight's race. We're going to drop us over for tonight's national anthem. Thank you to all of course, the members of our service, and of course the frontline defenders, everything that you do, and of course putting everything out there on the line. So thank you so much for all of your efforts. But we're going to drop us over to the national anthem and be back for the green flag of stage 1 up next. Stay tuned.
It goes a little something like this.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and of the
It goes a little something like this.
All right, race fans, welcome for NASCAR Overtime here. Little bonus section. We got door-to-door sim racing about to take the screen for stage 1 here at Michigan. I'm Chris Paul Hamilton. You got the FRB live and in charge here on YouTube. We got ourselves a grid about to land in front of us. So right now, yes, so we are heading to our grid. These guys are finishing up queue at the moment. It's all up here. But again, we have Michigan here. Michigan is a fantastic track. Again, we're taking the governor away from this thing, right? We're gonna let these things just rip and sing, and they're gonna scream around this track. And it's a wide one. So when it comes to the entries, this is what's gonna be super duper important. about tonight's race. It is going to be about that arc, right? Finding that arc to the bottom, rotating the middles if you need. I like to find that seam one lane up, which we'll be going over a lot of that this evening here on how this track will change with the weather, of course, and how we rubber it up, where these guys are going to like to run and sit. So right now we are again just looking for, there it is. Okay, let's see who is on point here. We got touchdown. Miracles happen. We got ourselves a Q order. Stand by what? Sitting on point. Joshua Sanchez in the 18. You go get some, my man. Heck yeah. So we got the 18 of Joshua Sanchez sitting there on point, on pole this evening. He's going to have himself all kinds of fun. We got Will Hewitt. He is looking for his outside starting position. There we go, my grid cam. Oh, wait. It's not showing. There you go, that'll work. But we, okay, sorry. We got Pacey Wignet in the 02. He is in that third position, starting up front here. And also with the Michael Rivas in the 8 car, fourth position. Denny Carpenter, he's going to be in the 20, on that 28 car, starting in that 5th position. Pretty stoked there for him. And that matters. We're just trying to get these cameras to stop messing around for us. Travis Holland's in the 22. He's in that 6th position. Colt Huff is in the 25. He's in that 7th position. And we have James Nesta. He is looking in that 29 car, 8th position right now. George Champolios is 79 car, 9th spot. Looking at rounding out our top 10 is going to be Dawson Kep in the 04. We're just talking about him. In points on that right column, making his way up. And again, same thing with Bradley Knopster. We just we're trying to get him over. Actually, talk with him. But again, a lot of these guys moving on up. Josh Collins in the 27. He is. We chatted with him. 12th position there. Daniel Best in the 5, kind of starting toward the rear of the field. Going to take her easy in the beginning here. Scott Jones in the 7 car, and then of course not me. I'm just here for looks and to keep you all company. The Tommy Welch in the 11 car, and then Chris Champolis will be rounding out the rear of the field. Right now, this man, he's got. Here we go. All right, time to roll out. I hope you're ready for some excitement here. Again, I am always stoked to see what we have for Michigan. Just a fun track for even the drivers alone. You get a chance to pull off some incredible maneuvers. You know, some things that you wouldn't quite pull off in other places. You know, so it's the 3 wide is normal here. 4 wide, okay, now we're having some fun, like I said. 5 wide, all right. Now we're flirting with disaster. Sanchez, he's gonna lead us off here. We're gonna try to get ourselves. I'm praying for a good start, clean run. See what these guys are, but it looks like our leader is a little low on blinker fluid. Should we top that off on the end of this stage? But rocking and rolling into 18 car. I like the blue too. That's going to stand out. It does stand out nicely. We're going to be able to locate that 18 when it's here, at least. All right, there he is. Magic Man, right there. Now you see me? Ooh, night out. And what we don't see is the lights on the pace car. And now we're drop kicking that thing. Let's go get some. Big green flag. Let's look. Oh, there you are.
Green, green, green.
Come on, Marty. Come on, boys. Drop the hammer. Oh, that's not right. Let's just return. Why? There you are. Yeah! They're just pulling up. That's all. Woo! Separation already. Oh, no contact in the leader. So he's been blinking too, so it looked like I don't know, the driver made it not clear, but he's kind of on that right rear. And basically what went down there is the 24, I think, kind of shot him up into the wall. May have got some right front contact. We'll see, but he's still still in the fight. He's still in the hunt. We're going to lap 2. Lots of movement here. You have the 8 car, Michael Rivas, fighting the bottom, or I'm sorry, yeah, fighting the bottom, trying to come out. Oh, the 18, again, flashing in and out. That's super scary for Sanchez, and of course the rest of the field behind him. We're not going to know where he's at. This is a track where you could be in any line through the center, right? So you're not going to know where they're at. You see all these guys, pretty much 2 and 3 wide. George Chapulis having a blast. The 04 of Dawson kept, whoa, little contact there. You must not have seen him. The high-low action 04. Dawson kept trying to round him out. Right now we do have a battle starting to unfold for that second position. Michael Rivas on the outside, working some momentum right here, and that's what you're looking for, is the momentum. You want to find the momentum as best you can, hold this thing, and then of course you get fat runs with this draft as well. I mean, just spool it up and let her go. This is a short run, so 30 laps, don't have to worry about any kind of, per se, fuel saving strategy or tire saving strategy in that matter. Again, still flashing right there as we see blinkers. Now we're trying to single file up. You got Tommy Welch trying to look for a maneuver down here in that Robinson machine. Got Daniel Best looking for, whoa, pushing up just ever so slightly, almost gets into that 25 of Colt Huff. Colt Huff maintains his positions here. Or was that the 5? That was a 5 with Daniel Best. My bad. Daniel Best almost took himself for a ride right there. As he got tight on the exit. Tried to hold on to it. We got a side-by-side battle now with the 18 on the outside. The 02 of Pacey Wiggin. He's trying to find the bottom. Trying to find a run around him. And he's stalled out also because when he flashes out here, loses. Well, that actually kind of helps because he gets a little more nose grip there with the air to the nose. But on the back stretch, when he flashes out, loses that draft, and then won't really know where he's at in there. So again, you gotta fight every battle, and every battle is different. It's one of them. Right on board with the face right now. And let's look. I see some movement back here. Oh, still, never mind. 18, these guys are not letting it go. Up on here, get ourselves a spot on the, oh, no, see, look, he got right there, had to kill a lot of will into it, lots of momentum here, and he backs up. Here comes Mr. Colt Huff, I believe. Yes, it is. Colt Huff. Sanchez going to rock it forward, try to get away from him. Chrissy's driver looking the same, but big cluster. You know what's happening here between the 22 of Travis Hollins, Daniel Best, and Pacey Wiggins. Just under all kinds of attack here. Look at that. Woo! Scrapes the wall, throwing some sparks. He's going to get a hard hit to the right. We got to look at it. Yeah, right rear there. Luckily, he didn't get turned because that was a good shot. As you've seen, he's going to rotate the pod, come out, but here comes the 5 with all this momentum right now. Let's see if he's going to work with them, give him a shot, give him a punch, shove and throw him to the center. So he goes in hot, right? 5's going to take high Larson line style of this thing, way up into marbles. And he's going to make it work, he's going to make it stick. He's going to come around with lots of momentum here. Gets on the outside of the 02. 02's going to have to let him go here. Let him take that outside line. He's going to try it again. Rip this outside line and get this thing to go. But right now, look who's getting it to go. We got James Nesta on the attack right now. As you have the 18 of Sanchez. He's doing the same. But man, he is doing like that ninja thing. He's here, then he's not here. Nesta working the middle line to bottom. Good exit out there. This drags a little bit of fence, but no worries. He is on the hunt, the 18. So 18's going to be fighting with this. Slinking in and out, lack of the draft, things of that nature. Not going to be super clear, but look here. Dan knows what's up. Gave him a huge run down that front stretch right there through that D section. And now he's going to stick with them. Let's see if he's trying to work with him. Gets a little tight there as he gets into the wall on exit. Gets right behind him. He has no downforce on that nose. So that thing's going to tighten and going to push up ever so slightly. And it did. Got a piece of that. And as he does this, he brings 29 underneath them. 29 side race right there, holding on to it. That was wicked. Like, at least real close to wicked. Because you get that car sideways like that, especially trying to put all that weight, pressure, and torque on that right rear. As you're trying to exit out, that's when this car can snap on you and do a hook, line, sinker right into the fence. Looks like 5's still fighting with a little bit of a plow push action going on out of 2. We have more action inbound and down. 25, Colt Hutt. Oh, we got. Uh-oh! Whoa! A-car goes for the pass, loses the back end of the car, saves it though, almost ended up into the infield. Tires are starting to heat up. Drivers are pushing them pretty hard, knowing that this is a 30-lap race. So it is a very good chance that you can overheat these things. Note throughout the all right, there it is. Yeah, 5 car gets tight underneath them. Whoa, goes up the block, puts him up into the wall. Cuts off the 0-2 of Pacey. He needs him to be careful. You need these stage points. You're getting close to that lead, the points lead. Oh, gives him a shot back, says, hey, how you doing, buddy? And we're going to take it 4-1 now. Heck yeah, we are. Why not? Down to the bottom, everything goes here as you got them all stalled up there. The 29 is James Nesson, now stuck in the middle. They got contact by the 11. 11, oh, saving it by the 29. Freaking right on, dude. What the, but jeez, change your shorts after that one, my man. On board with Nesta right now. Jesus, my bro. Okay. Yeah. That's what we're talking about. James Nesson now got to gather it back up and go chase him down. But that's all good because they're all right there. So he just needs a few really good laps, makes the ground, he'll be back up in the fight. But what a hell of a save by that James Nesson. That 29 time. That was just bitching, bro. Seriously. All right, so we got the 24 still in the hunt here. 18 now, Joshua Sanchez and all that. He does the ninja style and steals the lead, right? You know, Magic Man around the outside or something, but we got the race lead. Now flipped up here. Yeah, let's see if I can go back to it. Once I find Mr. Joshua Sanchez here, because there's a lot going on for that quick minute. That was great. Still looking, sorry. Stand by, buddy. Oh, we're here. Oh, and just as we do that, never mind. All right, you know what? I give up. 24 now going to fight back on the bottom here. He's going to bring all kinds of company. That's going to be 25 now of Colt Huff. Colt Huff is rocking a different number. So that's why we're a little confused. It's just really hard to see. Both. Either or, Colt Huff is your man in that third position, and he's doing a fine job right now. He's closed in quick while these guys put the duke it out. And here comes the 22. Travis Hall is hauling through some fine work on the bottom, keeping brake momentum up. 18 stalls it up, goes to the outside, dive and dip around here for there's like a 25 of Colt Huff. Oh, flashing in and out there, try to give him a hand, try to try to sort it out, but they're working on it. Oh, look at this 08 number. Yeah, 25. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're way off there. We're way off. So definitely tight on exit there. He's gonna stall up quick speed. Daniel Best gonna gain in now. So we're a lot of action here in this top 5. These guys trying to go to door right now. point intended. 5 and the 22, side by each, coming across top finish line. You're looking at a battle for fourth position. Every point does matter here in NASCAR and, of course, in iRacing. Need every one of them at the end. Everyone see how tight this point is shaping up to be. So still side-by-side battle with both of these guys here. Now separation. 5 cars going to go back out to the outside. Let's see how that's going to work in his benefit, if it is for his benefit. All right, Will still leading the way, but he's starting to get some more pressure now as we're going to kind of go through the field, look back here, bumper cam here, look back, bumper cam. Wheel Buick, Will, the 24 doing fine work out in front, but he's got some decent company here, the 25/08. Up, coming out, looking on the outside, which is good. Want to keep that air to that nose, keeping that downforce, allowing that car to help it turn and rotate through that center and exit on out with momentum. And he's got a really good run now. He's captured the lead, and we'll see what he's going to do with it. He's got a lot behind him. Check it out, though, as we are looking at the battle for the race lead. Here comes Joshua Sanchez in the 18, your pole sitter, looking to attack back again, and he's in a beautiful spot. If you look at here, so on his, she crossed his wake right there, lost all of his downforce, gets into the wall. At the same token, the 08 loses the rear and rip off. Both those cars stall up sideways, and look what just happened. Here comes a 5 car. He goes into the fence. He loses the nose of that car. So who's going to be the biggest winner out of this one? Maybe the 22 of Travis Holland still has his haul ass up right now. He's got a really good momentum. If he can continue this pace forward, he can score himself some really good positions. 9 laps left here in stage 1. It's been green the whole time. Nessa with the save of the day thus far. But right now, the 24, Will Hewitt, Joshua Sanchez now with his way back into second position. Daniel's best in the 5 car, fighting for that 3rd spot. Colton Huff on the very outside here, trying to find his way around. Again, these guys going back and forth. Huff was up in that 3rd position, now moving best on up. We got, Sanchez best going for the bottom here. And Sanchez gonna hold strong to the outside. 5 little wicked wobble off the bottom there. And that's gonna allow the 25 of Holt to go around the outside right here, but here comes Travis Holland with the big decisions, my man. Go with the, we almost got we did get contact. That was contact behind the tower right there, and I believe that caught the right front into the wall. 5, so 5 maybe damaged up, and we got Pacey Wicknett now going to try to take advantage of all of this, right? On the bottom here. Finds the 22 on the outside, almost did himself, 3 wide, crossing the line, 02 not letting it go. Has these guys stalled up right now. 22's going to try to cut him off, dumps some air in his face. That's going to walk his car up the track. Danny Carpenter now sneaks into play. Hey Carpenter, how you doing, dog? Sorry, we were just a little busy up here, but good to see you. As now Carpenter moves himself up inside the top 6. Travis Holland's going to go for a pass. I want to get back to Collins and George Giampoulos and Nesta, of course, but these guys won't let it go. 7 car now, Scott Jones. He's going to go for the side-by-side with the 11. 7-11 battle. Definitely meant to say that one in the row. 7-11 on the outside, trying to get it done. Finding the run is going to be the 11 at the moment here, but 7 on the bottom. Try to rotate this thing. Yeah, get there, brother, get there. He does. 7 gets around him right there, gets underneath him, clears him, dumps the air in his face, and get back up to the race leader. Race leader, possible getting under attack. Yes, he is. 18, and John Sanchez starting to make his way back to where he started this thing from. And he doesn't have long to do so. 4 laps left remaining in stage 1. Sanchez got to do a little flasher outer there. Hopefully his 5 car may have been in the wall once again. Travis Solid, Danny Carpenter. We have the 11 and the 7-11 fight once again. Now they're changing some the positions around here. He's going to try to work the outside. The 11 is going to go for the middle line and take. I don't know. You got Pacey just looking and chomping here. He's that shark in the water. I think that's going to be Pacey Wignet. Wignet is definitely going to be the shark in the water right now. If these guys all start to battle, he can seriously go up from 9th to, like, say, 6th. Ooh, contact right there. Keep it on the bottom side. Keep it on the bottom. You got it. Here you go. He's going to have himself a clear up. He's got to run. He's trying to stall. I don't know if I would have stalled him. I think I would try to get away from him. He's that draft in front of me like that. And they try to do a little hot scotch scoot. Oh, man, here we go. Battle for the race lead. Battle for the race lead. Oh, 24. Trying to hold him off on the outside. Does. Clears around. Around the outside he goes. And we got a caution. 28 of Carpenter is around, along with Welch. Oh, man. Okay, well, we're on. Let's see what. Okay, so we're going to watch Welch actually. It was, maybe. Okay, oh, yeah, it was. Oh, stepped it out, walks up, just catches 28 by surprise, locks him down. Let's see what the 28, did he cause any other havoc? We were behind the 28 here. So just, that's where we were just talking about that too. As these cars start to wear the tires, walking on that edge down there, the way, flip flying and sink, and the only thing that stopped him from going to the fence was the 28. Catching the 28 spin, does himself just some tabletop spins down the backstretch. Then we also have look like Josh Collins and Michael Reeves contact here. He's gonna come ripping through here for it. Oh man, I don't know about all that. I think I would have lifted a bit and not try to damage the car. Luckily, I don't think there's a lot of damage there, so they should be okay. So that's where that late deal of caution came from, or a late spin. We got guys taking tires and pitting and everything else, so I'm imagining this will be the case. Which since well, so yeah, they'll be crossing the line at 30, so this would mean stage win, or stage end here. So let's, the 18s, looks like everybody pit. And this is going to be unofficial for your top 10. But yeah, so Joshua Sanchez shows leading the way. Will Hewitt in the 24, second position. Travis Holland in that third, fourth is going to be 02 of Pacey Wignet. Dawson Kemp, great job, buddy, in the 04, fifth position. Gets some points here. Colton Huff in the sixth position. Scotty Jones, 7. Nesta, 8th. Joe Chipolis, 9th. Bradley Nobsteyer, 10th. Possibly, not sure, because again, it could be a one-lap shootout. No, this is going to be lap 30, so this should be the end of stage 1. We're going to take a quick break and be back for a possible drop of the green flag, as I'm just waiting to see. Yeah, we are. Okay. Back in just a moment.
I have waited long enough. The time has come to claim what is rightfully mine.
The Empire's supply lines are vulnerable. We hit them here, and the galaxy will take notice.
A former student seeks to disrupt our empire. Bring me Maul, Vader. Alive or broken.
You took my sister and my world. Now I'm coming for you. This was not the plan, but we are too far to turn back now.
The Empire's time is over. It's time for Crimson Dawn.
You cannot win, Maul.
Chris Paul Amos here. Here with the FRB. We're here live from the 805 stage 2, about ready to take the green flag for door to door sim racing the Mars Properties Cup Series 2026 Cup Run. Great start by Joshua Sanchez outside. Power out, he says. We're going to stack him up here for second place, 24. Will Hewitt. We got Travis Hollins 4 wide off the start. Holy Jesus! Easy boys with the 04 around the outside here. He's going to try to keep it out of the wall. Does so. Now you're going to have the 18 throwing them out of the draft here. Just trying to give her for all she's got. And doing so as these boys are really getting these positions and trying to get them quick. Tires need to, right? Get up here, get toward the front. That way you have to worry about less. And then, just kind of hold your ground. Up 3 spots, he's up in the 6th position, take a ride on board. Oh man, George. Finding the outside, our leader, the 18 of Joshua Sanchez. Still reaching out. He's got tight right there. Have a look. He's got a lot of company behind him, but he don't live too much, my man. George Boys, he is working the middle of the field now, 7th position. Great run. That's under attack. Now Joshua Sanchez under attack by James Nesta. Nesta to the race lead. Worked that bottom beautifully, and now let's see what kind of run they're going to muster up behind him as a 29, first time out in front this evening. Still battling right behind him there with 3 wide. We got Joshua Sanchez stalled up there for the end of 5. Down to best, gonna look for the bottom. We have more battle happening here. Got himself starting from the rear of the field. He's gonna have to go back up through. And good luck to him on that one. This is crazy up here. All kinds of fun. Another battle underway between the 24 and the 25. Keep the numbers nice and easy for him. We got 24 around the outside, 25 on the outside, 24 on the bottom. Oh, damn, that hurt, Best. Woo! That was his best lick to the outside fence this evening. Let's not try to top that one. As you got Tanner Best into there, I think it's right front there on that. Nice battle right behind him. Between the 87 of, 87 got away from the 7 of Scott Jones and the 79. Those people come side by side. Scott Jones marching forward, continues with Bradley Canopside. Great run, liking the outside line this guy is. Good momentum there, good rotation out as we got side-by-side action happening once again for the lead. Battle right behind the lead. The 08/135 of Colt Huff is trying to work the momentum line on Will Hewitt here, the 24. 24 is pinned down low, can't get the exit out to clear, and but he can't get behind him either. Can't clear him out to get right behind him. So he's stuck kind of in the stagnate there, and these guys running side by side. Meanwhile, while this is going on, Daniel Best here, he's starting to hunt, but he's really hunting. It's the hunter being hunted. Because that is going to be the 18 of Joshua Sanchez, your pole sitter. Sitting right there. That top 5 fifth position. Look at this. There it goes. This is where the bottom here. trying to get himself back up in the fight. Looks like he's got that blinker fluid topped off a little bit more here as this car is looking pretty spicy. And back here on track, no more that the ninja strategy for the 18 of Joshua Sanchez. But Nesta still leading the way here, but he has plenty of company, and that will be the 25 slash. Of course, Pup likes this outside line, keeps momentum up, defense at bay here. Offense is going to be the 5 car of Daniel Best. He's looking down low. It's not trying to find himself in there so he can get himself to run. But in doing so, here comes the 18. He's got himself the run around this DC front stretch here. 5 car. Ooh, now here comes the perfect chance. So that's the other thing is too. These drivers are looking for that time to strike. He saw the 18 go for side-by-side action for the 5, and then knowing that was going to slow him down, so that was time to strike, but it didn't work. But it did allow some gap between these guys. The 5 got stalled up as he tried to go for the pass. 18 now utilizes it. He's going to take this car all the way to the bottom. Well, the only car is running the very bottom at the moment, and he's going to try to. He does get to clear up. Clear up. He does nicely. Picking up some more spots, marching himself forward once again. Some of that go fast stuff to the rear of this field. And these guys are going. Not going to stop. When it comes to stealing the camera, these guys know how to do it. That's how I work. That's how I work my broadcast. Just so y'all wondering, it's if you want the camera, race for it. If you can race for last place, I don't care. Racing is racing. As long as you side by side trying to get her done. Right now, it's a 5 car. He's trying to get her done now. Yeah, and the 18 of 24. These 4 drivers just about stopping. Here comes Travis Holland, 7 and the 22. These guys can go side by straight here. We can go left front and look down here as the light side draft be happening. But to go with Bill, new race leader Daniel Best goes for the slingshotter in game. On board with Daniel Best is down. He made this thing rocket ship his way to the front. Does finding the bottom, great entry there. Nice rotation to the center. Good power out. And you see Holt was still kind of chasing his car up there on top on exit. So he wasn't able to get all the power that he needed. But he does have some some good momentum here. Good momentum catches him into 1. But we're going to go ahead and drop this thing back, cut the racetrack here. And look at this. Colt just lost his nose right there. Right front, he plowed something, dump trucks at him. And 29 goes right around the 24, same thing. Looks like he hit the brakes, man, like he dropped some parachutes thinking he was in the NHRA. Nope. Wrong sport, but we got to go forward here. He's picking back up the space. He maybe just lost the nose ever so slightly. A little bit. But Best still leading the way. James Nesta now trying to get back up into that. He was leading a few laps just recently, but not. But now he's in that second position and a perfect time to strike. But right now we're looking at see if we can start to try to gain some momentum here around this backstretch. 3 and 4. All right, so 5 car, he is losing ground to the 29. 29, he is gaining. He loves this. He's really liking this draft right now. Oh, there we go. That's working. Mixed cameras. Beautiful. Gotta do a quick little sound check while I'm here. Okay, so 5 cars still being chased now. Now the game is afoot, and there's plenty of competition. 29 is going to get to the outside. He's going to pinch down this 5 car. 5 cars been working the bottom. Really good, though. All right, he likes this bottom, so he's in his preferred lane for exit, but now he just took an exit away. He's taking his preferred lane in, but now he has no exit out. That's going to stall him up. That does. 29, large in charge, back out in front. Daniel Best, pinned off the 24. 24 goes for the pass, but does not get there. The 5 car goes for the block and the dive. Gonna do a twofer right here. Challenge the leader, slow him down. Oh, while we do so, here comes Colt Huff with back momentum, and he is gonna do his damnedest to travel this momentum as far forward as he can. All over the bumper. Daniel Bestow working the bottom, trying to get up to the leader, knowing that he has plenty of company. And these guys are running. So big run there, and new race leader, Daniel Best. Well, not new race leader, back to the race lead goes Daniel Best. And again, these guys are just playing basically a tit for tat right here. Throwing the ball back and forth, playing a little tennis. I mean, they're, getting swap positions. It's great, when you're going to run too much of your tire down in a fight. Sometimes it's better to kind of chill back, maintain position. But when you do that, though, the field slows down, and you look up in your rearview mirror, and what do you got? You got Scott Jones, Michael Rivas, Joshua Sanchez now, who's fell back. Your pole sitter has fell back ever so slightly. Also with Travis Holland. That guy was looking pretty fast and sporty this evening as well. Along with Bradley Knopsar now kind of falling back away from the track, but he's still going to hold in there, holding their top 10 position at the moment. But right now, trying to heat things up. He's going to see this 18 of Joshua Sanchez, the 7 car. We're talking about. Oh, well, okay, that's who's going to heat it up. That's going to be the 5 car. 5 car wants to lead back once again. These guys both running very equal in speed and talent. They're able to throw this position back and forth here. The 5 car now. That's 29. And that's going to get on the bumper of the 5 here. Going to give him a shot through the center. That's the other track that can't do it. Now, Nesta is being ganged up on. Oh, dude! Holy, 4 wide! And sideways out of 4. All kinds of air dropped off the 5. 5 went sideways at the worst possible time when these guys were 3 wide behind him. Oh, man. And with all that said and done, there is the 24 with the race lead. Now looking back from the 24, we'll do it. Nice. Do it back again. And if he does win stage 2, we're going to have to play his commercial. This is going to happen. All right? Great job, Will. Getting her done. I mean, that was incredible. So again, stalled up, leader stalled up. Daniel Best did. He recovered, but he's still in a, just a whoop of trouble back there. Yeah, he is. Oh man, I was watching the 8 of Reeves right there. He came off tight. A lot of wheel in. Had to walk that car around. That opened up something for the 7 car of Jones. Now Jones is going to get in here. Uh-oh, this is going to get tight. Hold on to her. The 8 car. Good run. That's going to bring the 18 right along with it. We know the 18's fast. He's been playing with this top 5, the lead, all easy. Good rotate on the bottom. Going to be able to clear up. But it's where these runs are going to start getting even more massive. So are you going to be nice? Or I don't know. 8 car. Now he's going to go for the bottom. 7 car goes for the late entry here. Big fights happening, all for the top 5. 8 car. Oh God. The 29 sideways. What happened to Nesta? Nesta leading the way. Loses it. Something fierce. All backed up. The whole field does. So we're going to have to, I'm just going to have to wind this one back. Sorry about this, but it's just going to be easier and faster. Not from the lead, sorry, but yeah, so he gets backed up right there. Okay, so very sketch dog moment there as these guys were trying to manhandle business. Now we're going to go 3 wide once again. 5 car around the outside. He's looking good there. Pacey on the bottom. We have the 22. He's still in the hunt, in the fight. Here comes the 5. Get him a nice little shove. 22 for a 2 first. But 29 going to do a little sneak attack here. A little sneak attack to the outside of 1. Maybe while these guys are all stalled up fight. See if the 29. And we're just I'm checking in on our race leader. Yo, he jumps this thing out sideways, backs this thing up out of like third or fourth position. Now he's gonna have to, you know, get a good car, got a good driver. It's about making your way back to the heat. That's one thing that is drivers all suffer from. Lack of patience. Not lack of talent, lack of patience. I mean, I know it. Not one of them. Oh. Oh, okay. I was Hey, car. He's getting. Hey, car, getting a little rowdy. Get a little rowdy. A little pushing. A little shoving. Same thing with 22 Holland. Go on board here. Good exit out. Keep the fight alive. That's what you do. Keep the fight alive. 10 laps left remaining in stage 2. Will Hewitt. Hewitt as in the 24 is leading the way. He's not a small gap, nothing to write home about. Absolutely not. But you're not really gonna, unless you got something special in the hood. I don't think you're really gonna pull gaps on people who are Michigan, right? You're gonna have, still semi of the gap. You're gonna go break that, but right now, Colt hanging in that second position, right at the bumper of Colt right now. And Jones in the 7. He sorted out some of those earlier battles that he had. Joshua Sanchez now looking a little high to the outside here, trying to rubber up that line. And a lot of guys been using those marbles up there. Really spent that line to hold momentum later on in stage 3. Pass happening, 25 and the 7. 7 clears easily, moving Jones into that second position. But if you work the momentum, time it right, there's nothing they can do about it. And now he's going to continue forward. Looking at the race leader. Maybe safe enough tire. Whoa! There, look at it. Woo! You see that car just and then, of course, the leader, he got a little piece of the wall right there. Just a little scrape, no big deal. But it is going to brush off some momentum. And that's one thing you do not want to do at all, ever so. And here we go, side by side. For the race lead. Drag race, cross the line. Your guess is good as mine. Still Scott Jones leading the way. Scott Jones to the point for the first time this evening. He rotates out. Oh, I didn't think he was going to clear him. He had the power. Put the power down at least. Must be in a Chevy. Kidding. I mean, yeah, but he is. Woo, all over the bumper right there. Giving him the business. 24 wants that lead back. Wants that stage lead. Oh, easy. Don't hook, line, and sinker. Don't do that. Oh, gosh. Oh. Get on that. The right rear lights out. You're able to take you both out of this race. You both right up on a greasy spot on the racetrack. Man, Colt just kind of looking back here right now saying, oh, okay, do it. This is the guy he's watching. That's who I'd be watching. I'd be watching 18. Block him, take the lead. Right? But the 18's thinking the same thing. He's thinking he wants to get a threefer. He knows he's fast to put it up here in front. He's just setting up here toward the front a lot of this evening. So he's working his not let it go. Will on the bottom here, losing a little bit of steam in his run this evening. Here comes 25, and here comes 18. Oh my goodness gracious, this is gonna get tight. Whoa, that did. Yeah, buddy. You gotta settle that joker just ever so slightly. Man, lots of power and lots of throttle. Jason, he's liking it. He's gonna get himself top 5, at least. Unless these guys continue. But again, that's exactly what the guys behind him, the fifth bomb back to that top 10 especially, want to see these guys start to go side by side. Jones, that's all about it. All about it. He's like, you do some good work back there, you guys. Good work, right? Because that's what I mean. That's what they're doing. They're going side by side, lots of battling, and not going to allow them to get that run up to the leader with momentum. So I've just allowed the leader just to back this thing off a bit and stay in front of these guys. Dawson kept making some moves. Big move. He's going to get the 27. Collins here. Oh no, Collins got passed in. Sorry, my bad. Reverse there. Collins gets the squeeze on him. Great move by Collins. Throwing back up to our race leaders here. These guys are still throwing the blows. Absolutely. Now here comes the 18. 18 to Sanchez. He's gonna go for her. Throw her down on the bottom, brother. Go get her. He's like, I am, man. We're gonna send it all. 4 laps left remaining in stage 2. Wow. Loses his momentum there, trying to stay with this group. And it's all about the top 5 at the moment. Pacey Wignet, oh, contact, 3 wide, coming out of 2 right here, going drag race down the backstretch. And the big winner out of that one, that's going to be Pacey Wignet in the 0-2. Wignet is just on fire right there, timed that thing perfect. You just let those guys go door to door real quick, and then I'm just going to sneak by on the outside where you're both rotating the center. And he did so. Battle back and give it to the 27 and the 04 Dawson Cap. Bradley Canopsire, he's seen this battle, and now he wants to sneak inside that top 10, maybe see if he can get himself a little bit of stager points, move him further back. Single file through the race lead at the moment. You see a run starting to muster up here for the 02 of Pacey as he has found a second win here in stage 2. Beautiful rotation down. Got the real nice run right here. So good turn out of 4 as the 24 kind of slaps fence a little bit, pushes out, and he's going to have the momentum. He's going to run him up the track. Exactly. Oh yeah, except what I've done. There's out up the track. Oh, he can get the best mark he can think of. Yep, does. Right in front. Another position made. 1 more to go. Can he get there in time? Last lap, stage 2. Scott Jones leading the way. Pacey Wignet now in that second position. Can he run down Scott Jones in 1 more lap? We've seen it before. Can we see it again? Oh, he's got a great run on him now. If you got anything left in that thing, my man, you better let her go. You want the stage win. Keep her off that wall. Oh, they both did. Sweet. This could be serious drag race time coming across the line. As he's, woo, got a big run on the bottom. Is he going to have the arc off? I don't think so. Oh, no. But that was definitely a great run right there by the 0-2. Scott Jones. All right, so your race winner here, Mr. Scott Jones, or I'm sorry, race winner. No, not yet, buddy. Stage 2 winner, Mr. Scott Jones. Coming to that second place is going to be the 0-2 Pacey Wignet. Great move by him. Will, at the end, trying to almost get there. Will Hewitt with a 24 gets that third position. Joshua Sanchez in the 18, fourth position. Colt Huff gets that fifth spot in that 25 car. The 8 car, Michael Rivas gets sixth position. Travis Hollins in the 22-7. Nesta, the 29, got himself one of them VIP didn't save of the days, but still managed to get himself into some stage points. A great job, Nessa, for regaining that thing. That was just awesome. Then, of course, the ninth position going to the 04 of Dawson Cap. Much needed points there, along with Josh Collins. Same thing. And that rounds out your top 10. But all hail to the chief for at least stage 2. The end of stage 2, Scott Jones, your stage 2 winner. right, let's get ourselves. Okay, we're gonna get ourselves some tires. So that means we're gonna get ourselves a break. Be back here in just a moment.
Imagine all the negative energy in your life.
Why? I am Manko Kepak.
Evening, boss.
Are we good? I am from Albania. I run a nightclub. It's a good job. Some stress.
Don't mess it up, amigo.
But not too much.
Time to let all the negativity go. Feel yourself growing lighter.
You suffered a cardiac incident, and if you don't make some very serious adjustments, well, you will die?
She said I have too much stress. Look at this.
Hey, your mother.
Sorry. Maybe it's time to get away from it all.
Tell Rodriguez you can't clean his money anymore.
I need to sell the club.
If we're gonna do this, I need to see real numbers.
You meet my price, I will show you everything. This guy's like clockwork.
Told you we get more money.
This is a real gun, so just stay back.
I brought my own. Money! Now!
I'm not the kind of man you rob.
Do you want to get shot?
Take it easy. Let's go!
You're obviously into something big.
We are not promised tomorrow on this line of work. It was nice while it lasted.
What do you say, John Utah? In and out in 90 seconds, nobody ever gets shot.
So you're quoting Point Break now?
This is not about money. It's about getting out alive.
You gotta stop leaving your gun in the glove box, man.
Like a shootout is better?
Go, 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 go!
All right, welcome back, race fans. We got our stage 2 winner here in the booth. Scott Jones at number 7. Scott, you got a copy here.
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Dude, it is fantastic. You guys are just throwing down all kinds of maneuvers here, keeping the car underneath you, at least thus far. But it looks pretty wicked out there. How's your car handling? And where's your, where's your Achilles heel this evening?
Well, first thing, yeah, it's everywhere. It depends on where the air hits you at what points in the corners. So it's different every lap, it seems, depending on where. You almost have to drive it like the front of the nose. Like you want both ends of the car in clean air. So you drive defensively as much as you do with, with the car in front of you. So. But yeah, so it's a handful every corner. Turns 3 and 4 is definitely my problem spot. It's just so long, it's sweeping that it's hard to find that where can I go and when is it too much. And I think I lost it a couple times over here. So hopefully we can keep it under us. We have so far. We're halfway down here, so let's hopefully we can.
Well,
continue the trend.
Yeah, we're about ready to take the green for you, buddy. So best of luck back to you. Try to drop you back into your, where are we going again? You got yourself, or where am I putting you?
Yeah, I'm good. I got it.
Okay, all right, copy that. Okay, I'm going to get back to my controls here, but you're doing awesome. Great luck, and continue on, my man. All right, here we go. Green flag. Green all kinds. Stage, no, wrong one. For, not yet. For stage 3, big jump for Joshua Sanchez in that 18 car. 7 car of Scott Jones. He's going to fight back on the bottom here. He does. He's going to make a show of it. He's not going to let go of this camera. He's got himself 4 fresh field goods on this hot wire right now. Now he's going to block this run. Going to utilize the outside line. Try to get away from him now so he doesn't side draft him back. Now the 18's going to take the bottom here. 18's going to work the middle to bottom. He's going to have the shorter run launch off, but the 18's going to have the 7's going to have the momentum on the 18, which is going to make them a drag race out across the finish line. And that is, of course, going to bring the 25 and company so much closer. 8-car and Michael Rivas right there. We got another fight. The fight will continue. The 8-car around the outside. This is for the lead. 18 now. He's going to go for it. 18's are on the outside. 7 is on the bottom. Scott Jones going to defend and try to get him clear on exit. Will he do so? Oh, very close. Does so, but he's going to go run right up onto his bumper here. Josh Sanchez leaving nothing to hang out to dry here. Trying to leave, I'm sorry, nothing on the table. I was looking at that in mental Rolodex. There it was. Oh, whoa. 7-car. Looked like he had a little glitchy action as well. Some blinker fluid. Side draft down the backstretch there. Every driver not giving an inch. And meanwhile, you got the 22 Travis Holland. He trying to defend. Got Collins in the 27. He's up here trying to make some noise. Great work by Natty Boy's driver, finding himself some great momentum on this outside line. Going to rip it into one here. But he's got, like I said, lots of company. 8-car, Michael Rivas. He's shown some good stuff this evening. We have Will Hewitt. He's led a lot. There's a lot of these guys have led laps, so we can see them all to be back up here to run. This is such a great fight right here. It's amazing. Full green flag runs thus far. We've had 0, which I really hope I did not just jinx myself, or us, and it's all a team effort here. But we've had 0 cautions for incident. And right now, things are starting to separate out as the leaders are going to try to pace this longer run and knowing that we still have green flag stops left ahead of us. I think that one was up a little louder than I thought. Some of these could be a little backward. There we go. Okay, another big run by the 8-car. 8-car looking for it. But it's going to be the 5-car now who's going to be able to, no, not clear up. Yeah, he's going to clear up on 22. Clears up on 22. What's 22 going to do? Does he have enough momentum? He does have the momentum. 5's going to try to break that momentum right there. He does a decent job of doing that. And that does not allow him to suck up back up to his bumper there and bring in more of this company that is just on the charge. Scott Jones is just enjoying this clean air. And the one guy that, of course, is trying to get it back right now is at 18. Started up on pole, but he's, he lost that lead. Whoa. Oh, that's right. Lost that race lead. And now he's lost his momentum right there as we blinked out or something. So we pushed and got tight and it got nasty for the 18. He loses momentum. The 25 of Colt, he's going to get on the bumper. Try to give him a little shot through. Now come down, pinch off the 5. 5's going to come up to his door. Side draft him, bring him back. That way, hopefully, you can clear him out of 4. You got to set this up so much further in advance, but you also need to worry about this guy right here, the 22. He's lurking. While you two are fighting, this guy's just going to use all his momentum, sit back for one moment, right? Little sandbag action, just like he's doing right now. Let him go side by side. Time it perfectly. Oh, my goodness, we got door-to-door action down here. Jeez, hold on. There's just nothing left to hang out to dry again. I mean, these guys leaving it. Oh, okay, good. Clear up right now. Will, buddy, he's on and rolling on a mission. Danny Carpenter trying to make his fight back after some contacts and sideways. 18 going low once again. High is going to be the 24. Daniel Best in this fight. Colt Huff. 25, Travis Hollins in the 22. 27 of Collins. Josh Collins, he is in 7th position. Great job, buddy. Rolling forward, and that's what you want to see. Continue to roll on forward. And just as we say this, Danny Carpenter going to stick him 3 wide. Whoa, yeah. Stalls up his exit there. Doesn't get the momentum he needs. Now it's going to bring the 29 of Nessa. Nessa is going to go ahead and jump back into this fight. He is definitely trying to get back in this fight. He set this thing sideways and about just took himself out of this entire race. And now he's climbing back in 9th position. Got himself a fast hot rod this evening, but looking for the opportunity to dig back through the field. And he's going to need some more dogfights to happen, and that's exactly what we're getting right now. Is we're going to go on board with Daniel Best. Daniel Best out going for the lead. Finds the momentum. Daniel Best, 5-car. Rockets around the 24. Going to be able to hold the momentum on the outside. Can't clear him just yet. 24 is going to side drive, stall him up, and the 18 is going to come in on the, right there on his bumper right there, and he's going to give him a good shove through. Oh, nope, does not get there in time. But maybe the, 5-car sideways. Easy, brother. Oh, my goodness. Is it not going to end? Well, I mean, it's going to end, but maybe not well. Best now, just getting the dive bomb by the 24 and the 25. They're showing them the business end of things. Again, just building the momentum, and this is where you don't want to panic, right? You don't want to panic right here. You want to be able to just work your momentum, get your run, and try to do a little two-for action, but back to the front. Going to be the 2-4 of Hewitt. Colton Huff now going to line up behind him, but here comes the 18 back on attack. It's going to rotate the center, but the 5 gets tight. Has to back off. 18 gets a beautiful run off. Going to cross over to the outside. Gets an exit he needs, and the momentum on out takes him up into second position out of 4. Wow. Scott Jones now in the 7-car. He's having some he's got a heap of trouble back here brewing, dude. Just a brewing. Look at that nasty tornado behind him. Oh, the 22 now. He's going to engulf him. 22. Whoa, 29. He going for it. The drivers are definitely going to check to see if the juice is worth the squeeze, as we look to see Huff right there, the bumper of the 7, giving him a shove on through. 18 now going for the race lead. Yeah, brother. 18 back out in the front. Let's see if we can hold on to her now. That 18 seemed to be pretty strong, especially when he gets that clean air. Michael Reeves, maybe sideways, backing up. I don't know. Man, everyone's flashing all over the freaking place. This is crazy right there. This is all back to 12th spot. Okay, that's 12th right there. Oh, love it. Sanchez now just trying to get away from the nasty hurricane behind him. And we got still side-by-side action between the 29, 22, the 5-car, the 28, sorry. 5-car kind of got himself clear up for a moment. Wow, easy, dude. Woo! The 25 now, Colton trying to make his way back up to that gets in the second position. Wow, what a great run. We got to get on board with this one here. Let's get a little closer into the action. That's pretty close. Fat run over across the D section here into 1. But again, just going to be a great rotation here, showing you if you can get to the bottom, get a launch out. Oh my, yeah, buddy. 7-car, 3 wide, trying to thread the middle, and it got tight. 28, the Huff, the 08, 25. On the outside, 7-car, stuck in the middle with you. Oh, comes down and tries to block the 28, gets a little piece of his right front, says, I'm still here, not clear. And with all this, jamming them up, the leader's just going to cruise right out in front of them. And this is what the leader's looking like in his rearview mirror. Oh, that looks all glorious right there, right? That looks glorious, all single file. Cool, right? And then all of a sudden, they spat out. You're like, oh my God, there's a lot of cars back there. Kind of like Smoking the Bandit 2. You know, with the trucks, and never mind, you have to see it, seen it to understand. Big shove right here. 04/25. Throwing the 7, some nitrous, and she's gonna go fly this thing in. Low level, hot. Oh, he stepped it out sideways. Contact. Oh, more contact. Carpenter holds on to it. Oh, we see what happened there. 100%. Don't need to. We can. We'll wind it back. Okay, so Carpenter low. So you see, but the thing is that the 7 came in with so much speed right there, right? Because the 04 just sailed him all the way through the D part. So he came in, he was saving that thing all the way around the turn. And, I mean, I don't know if you would have saved it or not if the 28 wasn't there. And then they almost all saved it right here again. Everyone's like pointing in the same direction. Those two hit each other. Gink. And then that hooks the 28 around one more time. And let's see. If he just tries to lock it down right here. But Danny, yeah, he locks him down. Hut locks him down. No. Dang it. Stupid. Okay. But all in all, oh yeah, and Jones, there it is. Okay. So there was your, whoo! Oh, does not look like we're going to be seeing a fuel stop this race, but we're going to get some 4 fresh fill goods and fill them up, and I think we should be able to make it from here, but we will find out when we get back. Stick with us, we'll be back here in just a moment.
Horribly injured by a product made by the Acme Corporation?
It's not your fault. There's probably someone to blame.
The name of the case is Coyote versus Acme.
Wile E. Coyote. He is reckless.
We all know who's responsible, and all of his injuries are self-inflicted.
You've been settling Acme cases for years.
I could probably get you $250 for that.
This is your opportunity to really show people what you're capable of.
These companies think they can do whatever they want. We're sick of it.
Acme, hack you!
Nothing to see here.
We really have nothing.
We both know it would be very unpleasant if anything bigger were to become public.
What is up, Doc?
Right, welcome back, everybody. Got Chris Paul Hamas here with FRB, and we got door-to-door sim racing in the Mars Properties 2026 Cup Series underway here at Michigan. We are in stage 3. In case you tuned in, just ever so slightly late here, but we will check out some of our points and format vid here. One here, my bad. Points. Want to flash my points while we're here. Here is where that is not it either. I'm off my game, I guess, a little bit here in this matter because that was not what I was looking for. But anyways, we are in stage 2 or stage 3, and about ready to drop the green one more time. Got the lights out on the pace car. Going down the back stretch here. Let's check and see who's in running order. Sanchez still leading our way, of course, best on the outside. And lap 90. Yes, there we go. All right, so we should be, no problems making it from here on the fuel. Got the 4 tires and all that fun stuff, whatever they needed. And we're about ready to throw this thing back at it once again. Man, so much action here. They don't have it's not a huge field. We've got like almost 20 cars or something, but it gives these guys plenty of space to race. And this is what I'm loving about it right here, keeping them out. That was like the first contact for caution that we've seen of tonight's race, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be the last one, or closer to. I want to knock on some wood again as we're going to get ready to go green one more time. Drop the hammer, all that fun stuff. My man. Here we go. Green on Kine's back and at it here in stage 3. Sanchez up to a decent start there, but we got the 5 car still hot on his tracks. As we're going to go side by side now, Daniel Best going to rotate really nice off the bottom. We're going to drag race down this back stretch right here. Daniel Best going to clear up, but because of that stall right there, that does bring more competition into play, which is going to be the 22 of Travis Holland. And you see him rotating underneath the car on the outside. That's 18. Oh, gets a beautiful run off. And he is not messing off here as we are looking beautiful. 5 car, he is up and going. Travis Holland's now in the 22, clears up. Then now James Nessa with that opened out. He gets himself up into that 3rd position. Joshua Sanchez is going to fall back to that and settle into that 4th position. Will Hewitt is in the 5th, but look for him to start making some ground up. Same thing with Michael Reeves. These guys are all kind of stalled back. As just as we say that, 24 on the run once again. 24 making some moves down toward the bottom here, rotating, and looks like it's Travis Holland and James Nesta. We're going to do the tango here. 22, 29, side by each. We're going to have the 22 on the outside with momentum, but the 22 is going to, or 29 is going to cut the bottom here. And if he gets a good run off, he's going to clear. He does. Easy clear up. Clear up into P2. Now Nesta had himself one fast car. But the problem is that he stepped that thing sideways and, almost put it into the parking lot but he saved it, right? Like, VIP, status, right? But saves this thing, goes to the back of Paxman, marching back forward here, finds himself kind of in the elevator roller coaster style of run as we got 3 wide behind him with the 18. 18. The 24 and the 22 now. 22 kind of getting gobbled up by the 18. 18 got himself an impeccable run and was able to clear 2 at once. That's what you look for to get that. But you got to time those runs proper and try and make sure not to overdrive the cars. We're going to go side by side, 22, 24. Michael Reeves, Radley Knopstar. Now he's making his way up forward here. Every time we try to get back here, I always try to get all my drivers here. Want to get them in the show, but every time these guys just take the camera back by going side by side. So you kind of lift there, a little action, but good run for Bradley, for George and Josh Collins. They're having themselves a great battle back here. The 79 car of George and the 27 of Josh. Josh going to find the bottom right now. Josh really working it. A good line, good exit out. Clears up, moving him up one more position, up into 8th position. Checking in on a race leader and his company, of course. And the company, it is some hot company with Travis Holland trying to bring it up it's Michael Reeves kind of bringing up the rear of this Go Fast train, but Bradley's going to be there shortly if these guys keep duking it out, which I'm not sure if that's exactly what they're thinking. They're all starting to lining up for a little bit here. But just as we see that, the 18 is going to go side by side once again, and he's going to charge in on that 5 car. 5 car is, I don't know, he's letting them draft up and line up too squarely behind him because they're closing that gap on him pretty quickly. They're going to have enough steam to get this choo-choo train to fly right around him if he's not careful. But now we have even more energy building up with the 22 getting tighter, into the battle here, kind of forcing some more issues as he goes way high to the outside. So probably got tight there, I'm guessing, but was able to keep it off the wall and was able to make a turn out of it, make a corner. But Nesta now, he's going to fight the same thing, crossing the wake of the 5. Can't get the run. 18 now, he's fighting the same. 24, he's keeping his car pinned down, so he's not being able to release the car. Now he does. Now he's going to try to get to the outside, maybe try something different, right? If you're constantly on the bottom and not making any ground, go to the outside. Try to get yourself to the outside of it and see if you can work something out there. But right now, Nesta, he's fallen stag in the energy needed to get past this 5 car at the moment. And these two right now, with all the side-by-side action, they've kind of lost all their mojo. And 18 going for the bottom once again. Now Nessa on the outside. See, that's what happens when you get stalled up there. That car with building up the momentum, using your draft and the car's draft in front of him. But Nessa's gonna get tight, something fierce right there. Gonna have to lift off that throttle. But and at the same time, the 18's already back in the throttle, and that right rear is gripping as he powers out and able to clear the 29. 29 stalls up even further as he dumps air in his face. The 24 now is going to take advantage of all of this. And the name of the game is searching for some clean air, especially if you're all running the same styles. Ooh, woo, I got tight on exit, didn't it, brother? But that's what you're looking for, too. Look for that clean air to get this help this car rotate out. And then when you get up to the lead, you hope they just go battle it up behind you. And then of course try to ditch that run. Try to ditch the air. Don't let them get a lock on that thing. Josh Collins and Bradley going back at her one more time. Heck yeah, Bradley, get some. Oh, there he is. Yum. Okay, Nesta tangoing with the 24. Just can't get enough, right? Just can't get enough. 29 of 24, they're going to kind of follow in suit here. Hope they're paying attention to that 22 who's stealthing right behind him. 18 kind of high on that outside line. Maybe got a little tight. These guys could be heating up some tires too, so you want to be leery of that. Okay, I mean, the guy who's maybe not working his car super tough, utilizing the draft to stay right here with this race group. When this thing starts to get down to that final 10 laps, 20 laps, whoa, drag race for the race lead as we're watching it unfold in front of us. The 18 of Sanchez now looking for the race lead once again. And they got some lap trafficker in front of them. No buenos one little bit. That's a 7 car, super fast. Scott Jones just off pace now, so definitely got some damage. You know, in that last thing, some incident here, and he's trailing. But these guys are going to try to single foul it. Josh Sanchez and Best should know better, especially right now, not to try to fight as they're trying to get around that lap car, because that lap car can literally stall up this entire pack. That lap car will see right out in front, cause that caution behind him, and there you go, gets a lap back. So now they're going to try to, he's going to try to ease on the outside, does get a good round around, and he does. All right, so now he's going to try to clear and break that draft ever so slightly with Best, and now these guys are starting to pull ever so slightly on Will and James Nesta. You see him back here in that 3rd and 4th positions, respectively. Pace is maybe starting to mellow off. Not a lot of fighter jet maneuvers going on at this moment, right? The sorties are starting to calm down. And again, but you know, just as I say that, though, someone's going to go for it. So right now, I'm seeing single file. Joshua Sanchez leading the way. You're going to have Best just sticking right on this bumper, though. So, yeah, there's Best right here. We're right on board with Best. It's just detail. A little detail action. And now these cars a little off. I forgot, yeah, you see, gotta get all your fun toys here. 194. These guys will hit over 200 miles. Yeah, baby. 2-0 no is what it is. Hey. Good speed there in the draft. Daniel Best again trying to watch out! Oh my gosh! across the back of the car right there. Again, you see him lose the nose, clear as day, as he came across the back of that car. Damn. He got himself fat run right there. And he does again. So obviously did not damage the car per se. At least not that we know of. But more of these guys starting to duke it out, close to those dudes are going to get. Best now rotating bottom. He's showing him the underneath. So now, he needed to try to side draft him and slow him down, right? Because he's got some room behind him right now, and Will's he's gonna throw this thing to the outside and kind of, Larson it and see if he can keep the momentum to go catch these guys. Travis Holland now doing the same. See what kind of speeds these boys are running. Thought I saw 207 there for a second. And then that draft, it wouldn't just surprise me a little bit. So you get a few of these cars lined up. So right now you got everyone just kind of hanging, some pit action here. Will in the 24 working the middle to outside line. So I think a lot of cars are going to start moving up. But just I see that though, some guys are finding some nice grip on the bottom. And for me personally, I don't want to move that car up until I absolutely have to at the very end of this thing. All right, because I don't know, maybe it's because I just drive too hard on that right front, and working the bottom helps me sit that car in the right rear. But yeah, stalled up there, 5 car, kind of going backward, and we can make it from here. So here's the other ploy. So say oh man, my car's tight. I'm not getting the grip that I'm looking for. I'm starting to back up. Slow your roll down, right? You might lose just a little on the cars in front of you, but you're gonna cool off your tires, right? And then you're gonna be able to make a charge back at him again, utilizing that draft. And he's going for it now. Great run off here too. But again, that exit that he needs, that extra, 6, 8 feet, 10 feet, might get him right here. Oh, bam! No, he got him. He got the business end of the 24. 100%. You're like he hit him square. That would have been nasty. And they're going to clobber it again. We ain't done here yet. No way. You crazy. You crazy. That was awesome. So now he's got him good clear. He should have known. He should bring that thing right up to him. But that's the thing is get up to that left rear, quick, right? Quick as you can. Not too close. But now we got. Again, this is all for that race for the lead here, and as that was all happening, Travis and them were able to, actually they're kind of maintaining. So that was a 7 car of Scott Jones, who is now lapped down, but not the last car. Oh no, yeah, he is. So he will get some laps back if he can, if we get any cautions or something. But he's still holding on. He needs those points. Absolutely, you go get some. Never give up, not unless you absolutely have to. I mean, some of these cars, they wreck their car too hard, then you're toast, right? They say they literally say you done for the day. And that's why it's super duper important to keep this thing out of the fence, just by keeping it out of the fence. So what happened to Sanchez though? That's what I'm kind of curious about, because he just kind of fell off the map right here, as I think we missed him on left pits. So let's stand by 1 here on this one since we have a minute. So maybe he couldn't make it? Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. So we got green flag stops right now. So he couldn't make it, obviously. That was just, stop. So let's get out of this replay. That puts him lap down. So here we go. Battle for the race lead. Once again, 5 car and the 24. 24 on the outside. He's going to bring the 7 with him. 7 is a lap down car. But the 7 couldn't get in here and tango because he wants these guys to slow down and whatever, whatnot. So we could, cross over. 24 flirting with disaster right there. He's just going to go right back door to door once again down across that start finish line. And man, just banging doors right here. This is getting dangerous. This is for the race lead. Will back out in front, but just for a moment as Daniel Best gets a fat run around the outside here and takes the lead right back. So we're trading positions back and forth, but what this is doing is slowing them down. So look at this at your clock. The Collins and Hollands, oh gosh, they're fighting now too. They're side by side. No, boys, not yet. Oh, Will Hewitt, he's going for pit. Green flag stops are commencing. Okay, so I want to see this. Pits out of second position. Good. Doesn't look like he has any issues there. And now we're on our leaders pitting. Trying to well and slow him up. And he's brought some company. Travis Hollins in the 22 is going to pit with the leader. So we got strategies unfolding now as race leader. Bring it on in. Going to leave now. Josh Collins is your race leader as he is pitting. So as everybody is cycling around. Oh, there we go. So Josh Collins, he's going to be a race leader. Going to get that point for leading a lap, which is fantastic, right? Because again, he's fighting for every point he needs to get into the playoffs. Right here, get himself a point right here. Josh Collins, new race leader. Bradley Knopsire. And maybe Collins already pitted. That's why he was a lap down. So, right? Or the 7 car. That's why I was thinking the 7, not the 27. But Bradley's back up in the hunt of things. He's in that second position. Pacey Wignett is now back up into third position. His OG starting spot of Michigan. As Scott Jones is now in. No, Michael Rivas is in, and Colt Huff is in. Okay, so pit strategies are unfolding as we speak. Josh Collins is now your race leader, and that's going to leave the 87 in that second position. But the 7 car is still a lap down, and I believe that is going to put here's the 18. 18's a lap down. So he's going to get his lap back the hard way, and then he's going to have to come back around again, or I don't know. Can the 27 make it? Is he staying out looking for a caution, right? Saving prayer and not be it? Because right now, Sanchez was leading and it was up there all kinds. So now he's going to be passing Collins now, trying to get his lap back. And this is all for position right here. So lots of different strategies. Okay, here comes Bradley Knopstar. So he could not make it at all. We will see his pit entry here. Just want to see. Oh, he's super ginger. But again, sometimes that's what you want to do, right? If you're not good at your pit entries here, not comfortable, the last thing you want to do is a black flag. So. Trying to find our race leaders here as we have pit cycles unleashing in front of us. Waiting for everything to kind of cycle itself back out. But right now we have Josh Collins leading the way. And the second place car is 8 seconds back. So does Josh Collins have enough to make it? Or will he relinquish the race lead to Pacey? And then is this going to be a fuel strategies all the way from there, because Dawson Kep now in 3rd position, going to have himself just a stellar run if he gets podium, right? I mean, so we could see a possible strategy is taking effect here in tonight's race, bringing some of the, some of these driver rotations, if you will. So some of these front runners might find themselves at the opposite end of the spectrum. All right, Will is again trying to move up some positions. Holland's the same thing, but like I said, I'm very curious. Looking at riding on board with Collins to see if there's any kind of saving going on here. Don't look like it. Right? Maybe he just timed out his pit really nicely. There goes the 29, getting his lap back. As he's gone. Oh, he's not. Yeah, he's hitting 200. Yeah, he's hitting. Again, we'll see if this is if this strategy is going to work for Josh Collins in the 27. That'll be awesome, right? Because if we just talked to him earlier, might be a little good luck charm for him. As we got, let's see, not really. Yeah. So this is all for position right here. So the more that these guys are going to go for position, yes, I think that the more time the leader can possibly get on them. I don't know. Like I said, very curious how this fuel strategy is going to work out. If our leaders weren't planning for it, then sometimes if you say you're, a little off pace, you pit a few more times, you're a little off strategy, and then some kind of weird caution comes out at the end, or midway through kind of upsets it, and it just happens to smile that you can make it. I mean, so that could be what's in Josh's wheelhouse at this moment. Right now, you got Pacey trying to crank down the laps here. He's in 2nd position. Oh, yeah, let's do the track map. There we go. Okay, so we see we lit up here. You'll see one crossing right now. All right, so that's 1st place. That is going to be. And then 2nd now. So he's got some distance to gain, but can he gain it in time? 1. Does he have enough fuel to make it 2? So let's go to Pacey right now and go on board with him. So Pacey is crossing the line right now, and the leader is in turn 1. So that's a leader up there. Right? Yes. That's not your race leader. Okay, so he's in front of that guy. Gotcha. Okay, so he's in front of that car right there. So he's going to have to gain, get past the... there he is. Yeah, so past that, a lap down car, going to have to clear him and to get up to the leader. And we are running out of time. Man, that is one thing about this track in general. It really does not give you any kind of moment to break at all in this thing, because due to the fact that, like I said, there's so many different opportunities, passing, strategies. If there's any cautions, this turned out to be really, really good for the drivers tonight. So they get to bust out some green flag strategies and really work what they had planned in their wheelhouse. I always hope that the guys get like a tenfold better run here in their league race than they do in an open. Absolutely. 22 and the 24. This is the battle on track. This is for 7th and 8th positions. Ooh, loose off right there. Sanchez right up in front of him. So this group is for that 6th, 7th, and 8th positions. George Champolios is in front of them. We'll go back to... Oh, they're way back there, yeah. So I don't know. So they don't have a chance. It's going to be up to these guys to make it on fuel if they can, right? So they off-sequence themselves somehow, some ways. And while we are, let's look over our race schedule. So let's see what is up next. Okay, up next is San Diego, so that is to be determined. A road course in. I'm always down for a road course. I love road courses. I think that's what it is. But we have San Diego and Sonoma, so I'm not sure. We will keep you posted, so it's going to be a surprise to all of us. What do you know? Chicagoland coming up. Oh, yes. Like Chicagoland, Echo Park. Lots of fun. Ooh, North Wilkesburg. Yeah, buddy. And then, of course, we got Indy. So, Indianapolis. That'll be fun. But anyways, everybody, we are going to, all right, so let's get on back here, check out everybody and see what we got. '27 still leading the way. It has single-filed itself out here, and man, for the first time, first time of the evening, it has the action has died down, which has been that's crazy, right? Into the race, you think that'd be complete opposite, but now it's spread itself out, and it looks like things are kind of winding themselves down. The call is: can Josh Collins? Does he have the field? Does he have enough left in the car to make it happen, Captain, and get this win, score this victory? Got himself some stage points to slide into the victory circle. That would just be one epic day for him, guaranteed. And Pacey having himself another great run, looking awesome in points for this 2026 season, and he's gonna show himself back up to it once again, up to that podium. 4 laps left remaining. Danny Carpenter, 3rd spot here. Dawson Kep, 4th position in the 04, and George Champolis. Great runs for both these drivers right here, for Dawson and for George. Absolutely fantastic. And it looks like these guys are going to continue to duke it out. 24 and 18. They've been stuck on it all night. But I mean, just some fast cars. Great race car drivers right here. But Josh Collins picked the winning strategy this evening, at least so far. I don't want to count the chickens, because I've seen a lot of these things be swept out from underneath you on the very last lap, last turn. There's Pacey right there. He needs 2 more laps. Josh Collins does to win this thing. Oh man, we chatted with him earlier, and he wasn't. We heard him, right? I didn't have his stuff here. He was just gonna have to kind of walk it in, baby walk this race and settle in, right? Hasn't had a chance to run a lot of laps here this week, and now look at him go. I mean, if he planned this, it's a genius. If he stumbles into it, he's still a genius. So whatever. Genius of the race right now. He got 1 more lap left yet. This is the only guy that's close enough to get there. But does he have the fuel? Is that the issue? Or does he have enough to get there? Right on board with Josh Collins as we're coming into the white flag of tonight's race. Well, he's letting her sing, man, so I don't think he's worried anything about some kind of fuel issue or whatnot. He's going for it. Pacey just coming out of 2 right there. Collins, it is your race to lose, my man. He's got it. Come on, brother. Josh Collins going to win himself. I don't know if it's his first race or not, but whatever. This is going to be a big race. Big win from Josh Collins as he wins tonight's 2026 door-to-door Mars Properties Cup Series Michigan race. Give a little think think you did a little overture over there. Josh Collins, your race winner. Got Pacey Wignett in the 0-2, second position. And your podium, Danny Carpenter in that third spot. Dawson Kep in the 0-4. And George Champoulias in the 79 gets that top 5 position. Good job, George. Heck yeah, brother. All right, but all eyes going back to George Collins as he's going to bring this thing in. Do us a fat burnout, I could only imagine. I would hope so, at least. Oh, let's see. And kind of a quick lineup there. There's our checkered flag. Burn them down, brother. You earned it. So maybe that's just a good luck. I could be a good luck charm. I have the worst luck ever. So, but maybe that's the thing is I give everybody else good luck. Huh? Isn't there a movie about that? Yeah, bro. Burn them down, man. Let's do a final running order of tonight's race. There you go. Let's put this thing over into actually, let's hide that for a second. Yeah, that looks good, my man. That looks good. Give you a little photo shoot. Oh, he took off. All right, let's go ahead over to a final running order. Josh Collins, your race winner, the number 27. Hell, good job. Naughty Boys Racing. Going to move them even further up in points. So, that, like I said, it is. Oh, and Pacey Wignett. So he's PBR as well. So, okay, so both those guys, they're doing fantastic work for their teams right now. But you see each team has somebody up toward in the podium. So that's awesome right there. They're going to keep this battle tight. Second position, Pacey Wignett. You see PBR Racing. Mad Dog Motorsports, Danny Carpenter, and the 28 gets that podium. Nice run for all those boys. Dawson Kep again in that fourth position. Fifth is going to go to George Champoulias in the 79. Great run for both those boys. Will Hewitt in the 24, sixth position. Seventh goes to the 18 Joshua Sanchez. Travis Hollins in the 22, eighth position. James Nessa in the 29, ninth position. Bradley Knopsteyer in the 87, rounding out your top 10. Daniel Best in the 5 car in the 11th position. Scott Jones in the 7 car, 12th position. Michael Rivas in the 8th, 13th. Colt Huff in the 25 in the 14th position. 15th, Tommy Welch in the 11 car. 42 of Chris Champoulias rounds out your field and at 16th. So again, some of these drivers right back here, Daniel Best and everything, right? I mean, these guys were just, I guess, had the wrong strategies. We're gonna have to hear from the drivers and figure this one out, right? But all hail the chief once again to the congratulations, of course, to Josh Collins, Cincinnati man, getting his P1. Let's head on over to the post-race show. Get ourselves a winner. Say my one. Should we just get out? No, just stop what I wanted. That's what I wanted. All right, so flip this thing over. Nice. All right, welcome into the post-race show. I'm gonna get some background up for us. So we look good, right? There it is. Oh, no, there it wasn't. We'll get there. We'll get there. Give us 1 second here as we get everyone squared up here. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Slow her down. Zoom her in. And send her. Okay. See if we can get, where are you up at? Oh, there he is. All right, Mr. Josh Collins back in the booth. You got Chris Paul, Hames, aka Tron. You got to copy my man.
Yeah, man.
Dude, I thought you said you didn't practice. We're starting right here at the back of the field here. We see you. We see you back here in the beginning right now. You know, so, like, what the heck, dude? Congratulations. That's just awesome. That's just awesome.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. I mean, like I said before the race, you know, I mean, I was really just trying to play it safe.
Right.
You know, I wasn't trying to, especially in stage one. Stage one for me was more or less just let's keep up with the pack and hit our marks. And you know, see how the field's doing. And just, you know, it just as that, you know, this was a really good race as far as green flag runs went. And the longer I was on the track, the better that car got. And so, you know, I was just kind of going with it. And after about halfway through stage two, I realized, you know, I might actually have a car to get up here. So, you know, we started pushing it just a little bit harder. And, you know, and it was great. The car handled great. You know, I got to shout out to Ryko because I used Ryko's setup and it just killed it tonight.
Nice.
And, you know, my teammates, you know, I got to shout out to Scott, man. He's been my best friend for years and years and years. And he does a lot of work with me in between races. Helping me get used to this car. So I got to shout out to him. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to have gotten up there.
Well, and just your patience alone in stage one, doing exactly what you queued up in your cards tonight, you know, in that race car, and your strategies. Man, that was awesome. And then, of course, at the end, some guys had to pit, you did not. Can you run us through that real quick?
Well, that caution come out, man, and I was really hoping that would have made it for another few more laps. And, you know, and that was like right on my fuel window. And so I was like, you know, I'm going to roll the dice here, you know, because there's not that many cars on the lead lap. So as long as I can, you know, do what I've been doing this whole race, I should still, no matter what, come out with a good finish. And, yeah, I got back out there onto the track, and I'm looking at my fuel, and I'm like, man, I got like a lap, maybe 3/4 of a lap to the good.
What?
So,
you
know, I just kind of, I just, you know, had to do what I had to do to save fuel, you know, let out as early as I could let out.
Yep.
Clutch it during the cautions and stuff like that. And just, you know, the hardest thing to do in this car is to not overdrive it. So, and that was really what I was focusing on the whole entire race, was just not overdriving the car. You know, because as I said, when as the run went on, I could see that I was getting faster and faster. Or if anything else, my car was still just as stable at the beginning of the run. So I really tried to take advantage of that in stage three. And as soon as I realized that everybody else was going to have to pit, you know, it was time to go. And I was watching that clock real close because Pacey was catching me real quick there. You know, so I was watching it and like, man, just a few more laps to go. Just keep the car. Just keep her straight and pray for no yellows. And luckily it worked out for me tonight.
Man, it was beautiful. It really was. It was a thing of beauty. We've seen it too. We've seen you, you know, working the car, trying to keep that pace in front of you. We've seen him closing in. Yes, we did. But like you said, you had a great car. And I mean, and we seen you, you know, trying to make some ground up back in the back of the pack in the middle, you know, the beginning of the race, right? But it looked pretty difficult back there. We've seen a lot of guys lose grip, lose the front of their cars, lose the back of their cars by crossing the wakes of different cars. How treacherous was that out there for you, starting, you know, further back?
Yeah, it was tough, and that was one of the reasons why I decided to take it real easy in stage one, because the closer I would get to cars, the more unstable I was feeling. I could see the car in front of me getting very unstable. And, you know, and it's, you know, there's a time and a place for that. And, you know, that first stage is not that point.
Nice.
Smart driver. So, you know, I just tried to, you know, keep pace with them. If I seen somebody make a mistake, I'm going to pounce on them and take that spot.
Absolutely.
And just kind of go from, you know, just kind of went from there, you know, like it was just as much as a surprise to me as it probably was to a lot of other people that I was able to get that car up to the front like that. But, you know, I'm going to take that and go, you know, because like I said, every week I try to learn something new at every one of these racetracks. So certainly with a good run like this tonight, I've learned a lot. So I'm going to be able to go in the next week with a lot of confidence. And, you know, Natty Boys has been doing real good here the last few weeks. I believe this is the third race in a row that's been won by a Natty Boys car. So that is very exciting for me.
Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine that because, again, you got to get your win in there too, you know? So now it's like the whole team's fired up. You guys all feeding off each other. your guys gonna be an unstoppable force here. We may see you up to, at the leaderboard of the team points, with being in that run for the final 16, the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. That was our goal. That was, me and Scott talked, and we said the second half of the season is going to be our time to shine. The first half, we made all of our mistakes. We learned what not to do. As far as me not being as experienced in this car, I've really started to learn how to handle this car and how to not overdrive it. And I think the second half of the season is really going to show it.
I'm excited to see it, and I'm stoked to be here. I really am. You boys are putting on some just great racing. I mean, phenomenal, really is. We've seen some very few cautions, right? Or is it just me? I mean, because sometimes when you're a broadcaster, you tend to kind of go with what you're feeling, and you want to like kind of embellish more. So sometimes I might make it feel or seem like there's, but it does feel like there hasn't been any cautions, right?
Yeah, the last few races I'd have to say have been really clean, which I like. I wish, even with the smaller fields, it's just the racing has just been phenomenal. It's one of my favorite things when I'm racing these races is where I can get side by side with somebody and we can literally get door to door with each other. And if we bump each other a little bit or something like that, it's all good. We're racing hard. I know he's not trying to wreck me. He's just trying to race hard. He knows I'm not trying to wreck him. I'm just trying to race him hard. And that to me is the best part of oval racing. Is that inches away side by side racing, and with in the last few weeks I think has produced some really good racing.
100%, completely agree with you. And again, you boys have been, and it was out there tonight. That door to door racing was in full effect this evening, guaranteed.
Yes, it was. Yeah, because I was a little worried there at the beginning of the race where that caution come out and I got tagged and got spun. And I was like, man, because the car just felt so stable. But luckily I was able to get it.
That's right.
Yeah, luckily I was able to get in there, and there wasn't much damage. I had like a minute worth of damage, so I just, it was early enough in the race to just let's get it all done now, and just go back out there and chip away at the stone.
Yeah, that's right.
Plenty of racing left.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that one in the beginning. There's so much that happens out there on track, and of course I remember, the one caution we just had, recent one, but I mean. All in all, like I said, it was just great battling, some amazing saves. I think Nesta gets the VIP of the race, right? Because he saved that car. I don't know if you've seen it or not. I don't know how you could have missed it. But I thought you guys were all toast. But man, anyways.
Yep.
You did great, dude. You did fantastic. How ironic it was and I just randomly pick people in the beginning of the broadcast, just so you know. Right? I'm just like, let's just see who. And so I just randomly grabbed you, and ironically, you win a damn race. Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, well, you know what? Feel free to hit me up anytime, man. That might be my good luck charm.
Copy that. I was just kind of mentioning that.
But yeah, man, it was a great race. And again, I just want to shout out the Ryko setups, man. That setup that I had tonight was awesome. And, Ty and Nick and Scott, my teammates, Natty Boys, I just want to say thank you to them for working with me. And if it wasn't for them guys, I would not be talking to you right now.
Yeah. Well, you guys got it done as a team, and that's what's going to make those ends meet at the end of the season tonight, this year as well. So congratulations to you.
Absolutely.
Putting it all together at the end, buddy.
Yep, thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Your race winner, everyone, the 27, Josh Collins. All right, let's get Pacey winging it up in here. Our P2. As I move some dudes around. Give me a second. And I just dropped more stuff. More stuff falling. See, the thing is that this screen gets in my way for that. There it is. Okay. Let's find our Pacey. All right, Pacey. No, there he is. Pacey, you got Chris Paul-Heimus. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, my man. Congratulations on your P2 strategies there. But you had yourself a hot rod today. We've seen you up there battling something fierce, something tough. Because of, like, you got stuck in some traffic. We've seen you run up. You were up fighting for that. You were almost up to that lead, right?
Yeah, at the end of stage 2 there.
Stage 2, that was it. Yeah. So good stage points. How was it out there for you, buddy? I mean, it looked super fun. It really did, and it looked a little more white knuckle as well. But you were in the thick of things.
I mean, it was just the classic race in Michigan. Draft's OP, but you got to be able to save tires in order to be fast in the long haul. So, yeah, we were just more concerned about saving tires, and we had the speed at the end. So it was pretty much after about 15 laps, everybody just started getting really loose or tight. But my car never really did that, because I wasn't abusing the tires to begin with. Even like you said there in stage 2, I think I restarted dead last and drove all the way up to second throughout. So,
dang, that's awesome. And again, we've seen a lot of that. We've seen a lot of guys overdriving and overcooking those tires. Some guys kind of laying back a little bit, but again, it was very concerning too. So working that outside line, right? How much pressure do you think that was putting on those tires and heating them up, as opposed to maybe working the bottom?
Well, that's exactly what was heating them up. Just driving in too deep and washing up the track. Every time you slide the tire, at least in the Iracing model, it just constantly heats up the tires. So, and this track with the older surface, well, the older surface,
right.
not the old surface, but it's insane how much more speed you have at the end of the run if you just sit there and run 38.2s at the beginning of the run instead of 37.4s or however fast they were running. It's just it's insane. Just hit your marks, stay consistent. Eventually the field will come back to you.
So walk us through your last pit stop and strategy there. So because a lot of guys were pitting at odd and different times, and some already pitted. And where were you in that whole realm?
Well, just by the way I was driving the track, I was getting almost 50 laps to a tank, so it was a no-brainer for me to pit under that last caution and just kind of hope. And if we got a long enough green flag run and everybody else had to pit, I would stay out. And if we got a caution after that point, well, now that everybody else is on older tires against my fresh tires, so it was kind of a win-win for me, a no-brainer decision. It sucked because I couldn't stick with the pack there. I kind of put myself at a deficit, having to start behind some of the slower guys and people that were involved in wrecks that had damage and stuff. So by the time I was able to clear them, the pack was like 2.5 seconds, and I could not push the car any harder than I was, or else I wouldn't have been able to make it. So yeah, I mean, Josh, he did one heck of a job saving fuel. It's going to be a game of what ifs, but I feel like I probably could have had the win had I been able to stay with the pack. But 9 seconds was a little too much to make up.
Well, yeah, and honestly, you only needed maybe another couple laps, maybe 5 laps, and you would have been there, because you were knocking off the time, lap after lap. So you're gaining on them, something fierce. But when it comes to the equal of cars, you were definitely gaining. Just needed a little bit more. So yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe not caught up in traffic was your Achilles heel, because it took that time away that you needed so desperately at the end.
Yeah, for sure. It was. I mean, Josh, he deserves the win regardless.
Oh, yeah.
He definitely did a good job saving fuel, and especially with it being, I think it might even be his first win. But it was a hell of a job from him.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen him up in the booth yet, at least with me. So. Yeah, but I guess all of the whole Natty crew's been freaking winning left and right lately. So, I mean, I don't know. This week, I'm seeing a win from each different team, right? Placing, the podium this week, right? So it's a different team member from, so that's going to separate the points a little bit, or help keep them, competitive. Are you there? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But all in all, man, it was an awesome race tonight. Really was. So I'll just get some quick shout outs, and then we'll go ahead and get you on out of here. And hopefully we get to see you next weekend. Put on another awesome show.
I'm gonna have to skip that for now. There's my kid just woke up, so I'm gonna have to just go. Thank you for broadcasting, though.
Yep,
And,
my pleasure. Later, buddy. Pacey Wignett, your second place runner-up. Second place finisher, Danny Carpenter, is next. Let's see if we can grab this guy pretty quick. Yep, we can. Right here. Mr. Carpenter, you got Chris Laheim is here in the booth. You got a copy. Maybe he's not there. Well, Danny Carpenter is your third place finisher. Awesome run for him. He did himself one heck of a job behind the wheel of that car this evening, but so then bring it on back and get us on out of here. Woo! That was a good one. All right, everybody. So thank you all so much for tuning in for tonight's race. Remember, hit that like and subscribe. Make sure you look down there to see if you're tuned in there. We go live pretty quickly and get right to the point, so hitting them noties would be pretty advantageous when it comes to catching us on time. But yeah, normally it's going to be Sunday nights. You're going to be looking at 5 o'clock or 4:50 Pacific Standard Time, and then of course that's 5:50 or 8:50, whatever, for your Pacific, your Eastern Standard Time. So some little time zone differences there. But thank you all so much. It's a great shout out to, of course, Mars Properties and their sponsorship for the 2026 door-to-door sim racing. Starlink for bringing us an awesome picture once again, and of course thank you all one more time. And my drivers, you guys put on a good show. Keep it up. But till next week, stay tuned. We'll see you soon.
Play it safe, but check the resume, it's risky business in the AA. And I've been witness to this history ever since the 10th grade. We went from rock and brace to 10th phase. I twist my A head to the side just for style. Or throw on the Gucci bucket with the fly, super fly. Wow, the Southern private known to shut it down. It ain't so country though, nigga, this ain't no Goma pile. I'm Sergeant Slaughter, I keep my shit cooked to altar and altar to satisfy my people in Georgia and cross the water. And across the border, the essays are getting smarter. They got flour for tortillas and lettuce for enchiladas. If you follow, wink, wink, no doubt we don't speak in the blink. Them folks can have you sleeping in the clink. I'm shitting on niggas, ain't peeing on the seat. It's the nigga, the B-I-G-B-O-I-O-U-T. Now party people in the club, it's time to cut a rug. And throw the deuce up in the sky just for the shutter buzz. I'm double fisted and you empty, you can grab a club. Boy, stop, I'm just playing, let me do it. It's after 12 club like a high B. A beehive cause not everybody buzzing around me. Could it be the way that the verses sounding came up on the ghetto boys and the smoke some beats? I had a brown, call it pretty brown thing. Pink looked like root beer when the sun was shining. Known to keep a bad bitch, no niggas beside me. Index finger on the trigger case niggas is clowning. Not to flex but to protect my neck like the Wu-Tang. Self-preservation is the rule when you do aim. Or getting something more sinister, you gotta be the finisher. Make it so the doctors they can't replenish him. Or bring them back to life. Don't get us some hoes, leave it alone. Triple OG status, 8 towns, very own. Now party people in the club, it's time to cut a rug. And throw the deuce up in the sky just for the shutter buzz. I'm double fisted and you empty, you can grab a club. Boy, stop, I'm just playing, let me dap you up.
Now this goes out to all my players in the back, sipping yak. Round corners in the back. What you want? You make me wanna breathe, yo, please go. Now this goes out to all my players in the back, sipping yak. Round corners in the back. What you want? You make me wanna cut a rug.
By 1967, soul was a common term within African American music and referred to behavior, attitude, lifestyle, food, music, everything was soul. It just became a soul movement.